What's up, guys? It's the Lipz podcast. We are here at the Sarcoma awareness event, and we have KD here who actually put this event together. And I had a whole bunch of questions about this event. I want to know what inspired this event. I know it's to give back to Shawn. I want to know who he was to you, what inspired this event, what made you compelled to bring this whole thing together.
Let me answer a question. Do you have that one friend that when you first meet them, they would have done something as stupid as wearing a trench coat with a penis sticking out? Yeah. So that was my person. He pretty much, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found the family I have in my sorority sisters. Shawn was part of the fraternity that was close to ours, Delta Upsilon, and it was Halloween when I met him, which made a lot of sense, but he took me to the local diner with another person we know named Pat, and he was from the same fraternity, and Ed, and we sat there until 6 a.m. talking about Iona and why do certain things, and he always looked out for me, even though he was the biggest jackass I ever knew in my life. So when he got diagnosed, it was a shock to everyone because he was always so full of life going. He did campus ministries, service projects. He helped out. Shawn just turned 30 last year, and I remember all the things he would do for people. So when this happened, he started spreading awareness through his GoFundMe that talked about everything he was going through, every step, every process, how much a chemo costs, how many people actually get to survive from it, because it's 1 in 1,000. You know, it's like I could be here today and tomorrow now. So we started this with my partner Eswak, who's over there manning the door right now, and he said, let's do this. A lot of people wanted a huge chunk and didn't get it with a give back. And then we wanted to not only give back to Sarcoma, we wanted to give back to the artists that are performing. So we have people like you guys to come in and interview them, give them content, because there's not other people that will actually go and do that. We did a media tour. We're raffling off a couple of things for the artists, like a photo shoot. And to make them feel like they're getting something. So that's the day. That's why I did it. And then I got lucky to manage Nikki, and she believed in it, so she started helping me more. You know, so I would a lot of it if it wasn't for Rock and for Nikki and everyone being that support, because it was not easy. But I've been talking a lot.
What did you see in Nikki that made you feel like, I need to manage her, I need to be a part of her journey?
I honestly was the biggest fangirl. Even though the first time she met me, she wanted me to go screw myself. But when she sang, when I heard her sing, I was like, okay. And then she asked me, I was like, well, I'm not going to say no. But while you interview Nikki, I gotta go continue hosting because he's almost done with the song. Thank you so much for having me.
And I really, really, really wish you the best with everything. This is beautiful, okay?
I gotta go.
All right. Okay, Miss Nikki Owens says, so you're performing as well. Okay, so what did you see in KD that made you feel like, you know what, I need her to be my manager?
She's very consistent. She's very honest. She's dependable, and she has a really big heart. And with people like that, that's undeniable, especially when they believe in you the way she does. So it was almost like she was a godsend, and I thank God for her. I've learned a lot from her. We learn from each other pretty much, but she's a dope person, and what she's doing with the Give Back is amazing. I don't really see too many people on this stream doing that. So as far as raising for awareness, Sarcoma, and giving back, so I think that's awesome, and I definitely wanted to be a part of it. So why not?
So let us know about what you do. You're a singer. What got you into singing?
Oh, wow. Pretty much. I grew up singing in a church, but I'm not only a singer, I'm also an actress as well. So I started singing since I was little and acting. That's just something that my mom put me and my sister in, and I really love to do that. So it just kind of just went hand in hand. My father's side of the family is very musical. My grandmother, she sang with people like Dorothy Norwood. My great uncle toured with Miles Davis. So it's a little musical background there. And so, I mean, I thank God, like, how many people get to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm really excited about it. Last year I got a chance to get nominated for Lipz, which is a web series that I'm in, and that was pretty cool. So, oh man, I was honored to be nominated. I really wasn't expecting that. But working on that web series was so much fun. I got to meet a lot of people, and I got to show what I could do.
So with like the family background that you have, does that play in the type of music that you make then? With the family background that you have, does that play in the type of music that you make?
Yeah. My family sang in church. Right. So my family sang in church. My great uncle was a jazz musician. So with those two things together, you can't help but have some soul. And then, I love artists like Whitney Houston, Sleep in Peace, and Diana Ross, Kelly Price, Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige. Like, I looked up to those artists when I was coming up. So, to be able to take what I have and learn from everybody else and be able to give you guys some great music, that's what's up.
What elements of acting do you put into your music, and what elements of music do you put into your acting?
Pretty much when I'm creating, that's when the acting comes in. It's kind of like, also when you create and you're thinking about visuals as well, what you want it to look like and the feeling of it all. So they pretty much go hand in hand. My single "Get With You" was actually featured in Love Inside Prevails, the web series I was in. Also, my new single, "What If," featuring Exile, is being featured in another web series that I did a cameo in called Rhonda Mitchell's MD. So, we working over here.
Are you one of those artists that, like, because I feel like when I'm on something, like, sometimes it's hard for me to watch myself back. I'm like, I hate my voice. Are you one of those artists where it's like, you know what you are in the moment, you give that, and then you kind of walk away from it? Or are you one of those artists that, like, you want to watch yourself over and over again and see what you gave on screen?
I think for me, all around as a human being, I'm always trying to better myself. So I guess I'm really hard on myself. So yes, I'm that artist who will watch myself. So the next time I get on stage, I can hit the right note, make the right move. Yes, I am. I always want to give a good show. I always want to do better, and not just in my performance on stage, but also on screen as well. So, it's always growing and evolving. If you can't look at yourself and accept the shortcomings, then how can you change anything, right?
About progression. So let us know where to find you, what you're going to be performing tonight.
Oh my goodness. So you guys can follow me on all social media platforms at NIKKIO Music. That's NIKKO Music. I'm everywhere. Tonight I'm doing just a little bit of my new single "Eyes on You" featuring B. Elise, which is coming soon. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of "What If" and my song "Not a Chance," as well as a little acapella, a little old school acapella. So I'm really excited to perform for you guys, but I think I'm more excited to see everybody else perform. You draw inspiration from other people, so I was like looking forward to it all week.
So what other events do you have coming up? Do you have anything else coming up? Like
Yes. Nikki Owens coming to Fashion Week. Yes, at the Drum, y'all. Look out for me. Also, August 10th, I'll be at the Star Bar performing for S-Rock birthday. Yes, your B-Day's coming. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, man, I have a show for Ray Pearson August 17th as well. So you can find all of that on all my social media. And guess what? If you talk to me, I talk back. That's right. That's right. I'm always open to what the fans want to listen to, you know, and just getting to know them like they're getting to know me. Hence the Who is Nikki Owens. Yes. Every time you read about me, every time you go on social media, hashtag, okay?